Assalamu alaikum, my name is Mahdi Abbas. I'm the project coordinator at WF-Aid.
Assalamu alaikum, my name is Munir Datu and currently the Vice President of the World Federation.
As part of our flagship ExCo water appeals, WF-Aid embarked on a range of large-scale water, sanitation and hygiene projects in water-scarce areas across the world. One of these is the Give Water to the Thirsty project in Tanzania, where we have committed to building 25 shallow wells and 25 sludge wells. Also in East Africa, WF-Aid have funded the repair of 30 boreholes and the installation of 5 hand pumps in eastern Uganda. The total number of beneficiaries is expected to exceed 10,000 on average for this initiative. WF-Aid have also funded the building and restoration of 28 washroom facilities in schools and mosques in Shia regions of Pakistan. The largest wash project that we commenced is the desalination water plant in Izbit Beit Hanun, which is an isolated village in the northernmost edge of the Gaza Strip. This was fundraised by Stanmore Jaffrey's through the Cycling Sportive. WF-Aid also funded the rehabilitation of wash facilities at 2 UNRWA schools in the West Bank, Palestine. In addition to this, we have also facilitated the building of 115 shallow wells and 119 deep wells across deprived areas in Pakistan throughout 2020.
WF-Aid partnership with Stanmore Jaffrey is growing from strength to strength. This year, Stanmore Jaffrey cycling event crossed the border of United Kingdom, and there were cycling events in Canada, Dubai and Mombasa. Last year, the target was £14,000. This year, the target was raised to £72,000. I attended a very small informal meeting to accept a check of £103,000. Yes, £103,000 raised in the name of the youngest Shaheed Vise Asante Sana.
In the aftermath of the floods that devastated parts of East Africa in January 2020, WF-Aid supported Bilal Muslim Mission of Tanzania to commence a microfinance project in Rufiji with income-generating initiatives such as animal rearing, sustainable farming training, and female empowerment. This has been hugely successful in this pilot project, and discussions of rolling out the initiative across other villages are underway. Following the floods that hit Badin district in Sindh, Pakistan in September 2020, WF-Aid committed to the Response and Recovery Initiative to assist those who had been affected. Following the aftermath of the Beirut blasts in August 2020, WF-Aid also provided medium to long-term recovery relief to those affected as part of our Lebanon Recovery Appeal. This year's Ramadan Relief Appeal, running from April to June 2020, was a huge success. We helped people all over the world in the following 26 countries. As part of Hajj Qurbani, WF-Aid provided over 3,000 beneficiaries across Tanzania, Uganda, and Yemen with meat. The areas of distribution included areas such as Ahlul Bayt Mosque in Jinja, Az-Zahra Orphanage in Nansana, and Masjid Fatima, Nakalanga. During Muharram, WF-Aid provided 100 food parcels to Soweto Ahlul Bayt Jamaat in South Africa as part of the Ashura food drive, along with food aid distributions across all Bilal Tanzania centres. WF-Aid supported Sufra, North West London's food aid grant project in London for those living under the poverty line. Our education drives for children reached multiple geographies around the world, including Pakistan, Iraq, Kenya, Tanzania, and Nepal. This helped children with stationery, uniforms, and school meals, ensuring they are able to focus on their studies. In Punjab, Pakistan, we contributed to the construction of a mosque which is uniquely attached to a university. Located in an impoverished area with predominantly Shia beneficiaries. Through a long-standing donor, a Shia girls' orphanage in Karnataka State, India, has been supported since 2018. 54 children are enrolled at the orphanage and benefit from educational, food, and medical expenses as well as operational costs. WF-Aid will be funding the orphanage on its own from January 2021. This year, we have provided winter essentials to the vulnerable across 8 countries. This ranges from supporting Sadat widows and orphans in Herat, Afghanistan with blankets and coal distributions, heaters for orphans in the Dar al-Zahra charitable school in Najaf, providing warm clothes and provisions across extreme cold areas of northern Pakistan, as well as enhancing the capacity of organisations in the UK in providing mental health support to the vulnerable. The conflict in Yemen has resulted in the largest humanitarian crisis in the world, with more than 20 million people in Yemen experiencing food insecurity. Through the generous help of donors, the aid provided in Yemen has been extensive, from food packs to medical aid and much more. WF Aid, in conjunction with the Mainstay Foundation, assisted in relief and education projects across the African continent. This ranged from providing the operation costs for the Zainabia orphanage at the Centre Rasul Akram in Madagascar, supporting a Bilal Muslim mission project in Bujumbura, Burundi, and providing school fees for the underprivileged in Nakuru, Kenya. Further projects in South Africa, an education drive for minority Muslims in Cape Town, South Africa, Rwanda, Mali, Ivory Coast, and Gabon are still being implemented. Through the Home Office's resettlement program, 2 Syrian families were assisted to settle in the UK. Since July, we have started working more heavily in Punjab and Lucknow, helping to raise Shia Mu'mineen out of poverty by either increasing investment in their current businesses or helping them start new businesses which require low investment. In Punjab, 10 small business loans have been granted, with many more in the pipeline. In Lucknow, we have already funded 300 loans and will be funding a further 300 in the near future.
106 loans to beneficiaries in Pakistan to our community members to open up new businesses or further develop businesses that they already were granted. This is a great initiative to change lives by empowering our beneficiaries with the tools to lift themselves out of poverty.
Dr. Muhammad Takiwalji, as chair of Medical Advisory Board, had started the signature eye project of the World Federation, Ainullah Eye Clinic. Ainullah Eye Clinic is still a household name in our community. When this clinic was set up in the early 90s, there were not very many services in India. Alhamdulillah, India has progressed and the community have an easy access to eye care, and therefore we have handed over the eye clinics to the local community. We are working with Anjuman Falah Behbood in Miyawali, where we still have the Ainullah Eye Clinic running. This year we performed cataract on 88 patients, thereby giving them gift of sight. I would like to thank all the donors who have supported WF Aid, without which we will not be able to do so much to uplift the community. Our special thanks to Dr. Mohsin and Fozia Jaffer Foundation of the United States for supporting the Ainullah Eye Clinic in Miyawali. Dr. Mohsin and Fozia Jaffer Foundation of the United States have given commitment to underwrite any eye project initiated by the World Federation. For that, I would like to say Dr. Mohsin and Fozia Bai, Asante Sana.